Buenos días, buenos tardes, buenos noches, y todos y todo el mundo. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world. And thank you for joining us today for yet another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I'll be your caster and cameraman for today. And we are here for another North American ReBooT Cup match. And I'm with my co-caster, Nine. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, MK. Hopefully it sounds good on my end. I think my connect. Yeah, it looks like my connection's all right. Okay, so we do have back-to-back Dead Before Dawn matches here, which is interesting. Obviously, the first one was not super eventful, so we'll see if this one pays off a little bit more here. Resilience facing off against Akatsuki. Obviously, Akatsuki, their other famous name is going to be Los Pinguanos de Madagascar. Up against Resilience, who people might not know too much of. It does come out, triple boom, leaving row, trapped down below, but it's just going to be a smoke tongue. They do clear relatively quick. Hunter will eventually get cleared as well. Definitely not the cleanest take from Resilience, but I mean, it won't reflect a ton of damage, so they'll be able to keep it pushing.
Absolutely, they are. They are out in the open. And Art saying, shout out. What's going on, Nine? Shout out from Art to Nine.
Much love, Art.
Put him out there, put him out there. But we're going to see the tank right around the same percentage where the last match was, I think they got to get a little bit closer to the car alarm, though. There's quite a few comments here. Looks like the jockey wants to try to push this issue. The Charger is really ambitious. Walks through the bush. The jockey lands. Okay, they're getting some good damage about this. Rochelle finally gets cleared. Make the two hits come out to about 8% before this tank. I like the play to go quick there and all, but it was just really difficult for the Charger to get in there.
Right, I don't hate it from Akatsuki at all. The hit is just kind of awkward at the awning. It's just a little bit awkward, so I like the early hit, but the early hit's awkward for other reasons. Like you said, with the charge, hit is kind of ready. They're just going to set it as 3. Gets queued up quick. Hunter does land for one boom. Nice movement by Coach to avoid getting double boomed. But yeah, Nora going to be chasing him down. It wouldn't have been a huge factor anyways. Obviously, Nora is one of the classic Akatsuki members, going to be joined by Aisha, Demon, and team captain Verd here as he volleys both of his hittables into play.
And on the other side for his silence is going to be Jazz, DRMD, Koi, and Isles. And he's not having the greatest time with these hittables, and he looks like he might lose his dumpster. Yeah, it's not cooperating at all. So it looks like he's just going to be able to get the sedan. Remember last game we did cast, we saw a Tanko AI. Sadly, I don't think they want to see that happen again. Oh, he's not able to get this out. Is it stuck?
Oh,
this is a long time to stay over here. No. Oh, this is really risky. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it.
it should be alright. Nice.
Oh, it's so close. He's 15, 10. They're going to LOS him.
They're AI. Oh, it's another AI. The LOS, exactly as you point out. Resilience. Playing with their heads on straight, very in tune with how the game is going. We still have a big hit. Hunter, Jockey, and a Smoker ready to go. Nora up in 5 seconds. They need to laser down this thing. They're not in the best spot, but they did clear all the commons. Obviously, there's rocket spawns. There's spawns around random trees and such. It's not a very safe place to be. Boom. AI 10. My God, it is a triple cap with a double no triple boom as well. Coach is all on his lonesome as well over here. They can't clear out Asla. And this is just quite a disaster for Resilience. They did such a good job. But MK, I feel like this was just like, they did some of it so well, but some of it so poorly. Because once the tank goes AI, they would have done so much better if they had just walked back out into the open. But you don't. I guess they just didn't know.
Thank you kindly, ma'am.
I don't even know really what to say right now. I mean, that tank went AI. They did a great job, but like you said, they should have backed back out as soon as it went AI.
Yeah.
And they got separated. It would have been okay if they all transitioned forward, but the separation was big. The tri-cap was huge.
Yeah.
The charge is going to go in real quick, not get anything. Hunter will land, Spitter will not do nothing. Boomer will sack off at the end. But back to the end of that tank. No, the Boomer. Boomer should not have boomed on the survivors who were capped. If he didn't do that, that tank would have cornered the last survivor all by himself. The Boomer just had to watch. He was right there. So I think the AI would have wiped if it wasn't for the Boomer saving the survivors. But still, the AI tank did about 40% bonus. The damage is on the board and all. The proof is in the pudding. Look at it. We saw it. It's a rare occurrence, but it is what it is.
I mean, what I was going to mention, because I might have to pause here because we have a quad ready to go. This is a decent spot to send it as well. They're going to walk into it. Hitting, back was connecting. The full smackdown on the front, though, will be the main. Oh my God, how did they land that double cap? It'll get cleared up quick since the pressure at the front had already dissipated, but still, that was a nasty little double cap. That jockey flew, and the Hunter landing at the exact same moment on the back line, obviously not getting skeeted by the SMGs, but I mean, it was such a heads-up play by Resilience to AI the tank. But something I wanted to mention was these Akatsuki members, they have been playing together. This is the starting roster here. They've been playing together under a lot of different aliases, but always these four players, I mean, not always these four players, but these are the four players you see the most on the roster. So this does bode well for Akatsuki, especially that they're able to recover an AI tank. How about it? Locking down this hit, however, is Resilience. They'll be able to continue pressing forward. So we got to focus on the present here as well.
And they're going to have kills for row, so they'll be fast, so keep it going. Wow. Still kind of in awe of the fact that we saw an AI tank take 40% damage, still crazy to see. And Akatsuki is going to have the spawns up at the end of this. They can't. Oh, wait a minute. The SI could have hit there. I don't think they were. Oh, they went the high ground. Okay. I thought they could have took an easy charge right around that corner, but they want to go. See if they can split them. I kind of like this a little better. As the skybox is way too low on this map to get a good view of everything. But here they go in, the Hunter and Jockey and Charger all at the same time. The Jockey is the only one to find a target until the Hunter lands. And look at this damage, it keeps piling up.
It does. It does. The spit was a little bit awkward, but the damage definitely still comes out. That was pretty interesting how high up the Jockey was able to carry that player. I'm definitely going to remember that one. They are pushing forward, but they're slow. They've got no pills either. So there is potential for Akatsuki to go in a hit because, as we know, once you start walking down through this tunnel, you get holed up in there and you're kind of chilling there and you're pretty safe. So they ideally are going to hit at some point this transition, which, as we see, the Charger's at the doorway, ready to charge through. Smoker's already spawned in, giving some noise as well, distracting. The Charge's door does get busted through by Rose, signaling that she's definitely, you know, she's cognizant that this is happening, and in fact, she waits it out. I love this from Resilience. They're even going to get the clear with no spit spread either. One boom, and Resilience is looking like they might be able to preserve a good bit of bonus.
I'm surprised they shut that down very well, Mom. They stay in the middle of the. Oh, again, they cap it back.
Ooh!
Quick 5% off the damage bonus. You gotta take that flex. That's still damage.
It's the solo YOLO.
And now it's only 2 survivors against 3 SI. Oh, they're a little slow here. The Hunter will land. The Charger will get almost a double. But man, that puts the bonus down.
Oh!
Down to double digits.
It's amazing out of Akatsuki. They are taking advantage of the chaos. Just sending a couple in one at a time. Guerrilla warfare is actually working out at a spot where you might not expect it. It's incredible.
And I believe
We still got some HP. A little bit of DB.
They should be able to keep all 104 of this. I didn't even know the Charger could get up there.
Me either. Wow, look at the rocket. Dude's gonna find him. Oh my god. Tri-cap, and down goes Dreams from it as well. That is so awkward. Definitely not gonna be able to hold on to one up for the smoke, even interrupting as the other survivors are just like running into the safe room. Okay, they only get to keep half of that, and it does show that Akatsuki had to work really hard for that 50 damage, but at the end of the day, they get rid of 50 bonus outside the safe room. Not something you see every day on Chapter 1 of Dead Before Dawn. It was definitely a unique round, to say the least. I mean, we just watched L'Obscurité's tank get AI'd, and it went vastly different than it did here for Resilience, or rather for Akatsuki. So you've really got to appreciate that Akatsuki was able to stay locked in pretty much the nightmare scenario and still find so much success.
And now we're going to see what Akatsuki is going to do with their Survivor round. I don't think that the Infected are going to let their tank go AI quite as much as the other side, but it really all depends on how much you play with those hittables. So it's really undetermined to say if that's a true case or not. So it comes down to when that time comes, and for now, it's just going to be the first hit. Started off, Tricap with the boom, and the Infected choose not to go right away. They're a little bit more patient to try to get the best value that they can. Boomer from the top. Hunter gives his spawn location away, jumping in. Charger walks in, tries to grab a shot, not able to do so. Hunter blasted out of the sky. Smoker gets a pull, and that's going to give us some quad goose eggs with a one boom at the end. Right now, the Survivor team looking very strong with the first hit taken cleanly here, Nah.
Okay, 100% on the board. I think this is obviously a great chance for Akatsuki to get an early lead against Resilience. With the tank, it's definitely easier said than done, though. If the hittables get in, you get 3 hittables that you're working with. You got rocket spawns right over you. It's definitely going to take good positioning from Akatsuki. If they get carried off or carried away too close to that gas station area, it could be bad for them. But we got this first hit to deal with. It's a big one, too. Hunter, Charger, and a Jockey with the spit. They're just going to walk it in. Actually, they've got a long way to go. That was not the most inspiring hit out of Resilience. I didn't like it, to be honest. It is what it is, but it definitely wasn't something that made me think, wow, that was a creative hit.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest. I mean, they do get some damage finally on the board from it, from 2 of the special infected, and that will make Aurora and Bird down to 92 and 97. But other than that, they're looking healthy. Survivor team running back pretty clean. Who gets the first tank of the game for Resilience, and he's bringing these toys in play. And he's having a much more better success now than the other side, as he still has a full 100% frustration meter. The Hunter gets skated. Boomer gets a double. I don't think it's going to matter at the end because it's going to take him a while to get these toys up. Uh-oh. Did he get that car? Yeah, he's got to leave it. He has no time. I like that.
I like the dumpster.
Yeah. I like that. I like that he didn't go back to back. This is way too dangerous. But I don't like the Smoker being alive. I'll tell you that right now. That's probably not the best.
Hanging out.
I don't think the Smoker's gonna have any help at all during this tank minute.
We'll see.
Rock. I'm pretty sure I took the AI tank. No, you take theirs.
All right, gonna be in the hands of Ko here. 5,700 HP as he does have a dumpster. He has the green car as well. I like having the dumpster in here. Wow, good attempt. Follow up. Gonna go ahead and park it, fill it up. Big separation though. Hello, we got a Smoker, we got a Jockey hanging out. I like the Smoker, Jockey just taking that. The charge into the car, the tank didn't even have to hit it. The charge just did it himself, nor is dead. This is just, I mean, this is sloppy. This is sloppy as hell from Akatsuki. We split ourselves so early. The Smoker will actually, against your wishes, have a ton of value there. But Verd will be he'll be broken free from the Jockey. Ko here, his second pass, 50% frustration, 2,200 HP left. It's looking like an AI tank. It's not really the end of the world though, because Akatsuki is a man down. They're actually going to spawn into Hunter. Going to be hopping around. Boom spawns in as well. Finds one over the buzz. Actually well done by Azla to actually find a single boom. Tank does eventually go AI. Hunter's still just hopping around, trying to slow them down. And from here, we've got a quad lined up, ready to go. Akatsuki gonna have to eat that, as well as a 2.2k HP tank. How far can they make it, MK?
I don't know, but they're gonna pretend it doesn't exist. I think they just hold W all the way to the end of the map, because this tank is pretty healthy now. That's 2,475. I don't think they realize how much health is still in this tank. Unfortunately, they lost the survivor charger. They're going to send it right now. They're all chasing, though. I don't like this. They're going to survive this for sure, barring a catastrophe. And the damage will be pretty great, and they'll be able to continue forward. And the tank is still, I don't even know where he is right now because he doesn't register because he's that far away. So they're just going to keep going. They'll find the extra pills. They're going to be able to navigate the house because they took the quad well. And they shouldn't even slow down. Tank's still non-existent.
He's trying to get unstuck right now. Yeah, he did get unstuck. But again, just completely lacking behind. Boom does get popped to cycle into another quad. I'm shocked, honestly, that Akatsuki has not gotten challenged more than they have so far. They're about to start the event, but a hit is ready. Are they able? I mean, the tank also is going to continue to be a threat that looms over them, as I think he might just be permanently stuck at this point. Hunter spawns. I don't think they. I didn't see if they pressed the button or not, MK. I don't know if they started the event or not, but obviously Verd is just gonna keep bleeding out. But I actually quite like that Akatsuki's playing it this slow. But this tank is stuck. So they cleared out all the commons. There's really no more. There's nothing else that they can do. They're just trying to bait Resilience basically into getting bored, and they are going to go for it. The Hunter catches Smoker as well. Jockey into the way, and Demon will win his 1v1, which will unlock Akatsuki. I don't know how you felt. I mean, this felt like kind of the TikTok strategy of Akatsuki. They're like, we live in a TikTok era. You're going to get bored. You're going to want to go watch your shorts, and you're just going to hit us. And they did.
All right, he's gone. Back to normal.
Okay.
Down to 3 survivors with about the same bonus when they started at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Just minus the survivors.
Yeah, exactly. Which is kind of problematic. Hit's going to come in. Actually lands. Of course, we only got 3 survivors here. Less firepower. Those hits do actually manage to land here. Probably still shouldn't have, but it did. But, I mean, they had the quad set. They had a quad set up. They just had to wait for Akatsuki to press the button and start getting forward pressures up. I would have really preferred the patience. We're looking at a possible lock-in of around 550. They could be winning this chapter man down. Let's see it. These hits are not very advantageous for the SIs. Boom is going to do its best to be up all the way through. Survivors back it up. You got a Charger, a Hunter, and a Smoker, and either a Spit or a Quad. Either way, 10 seconds left for Team Captain Jays, and there goes Akatsuki pushing through.
They're fast, too. That's even big.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna do
They're
anything.
in.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do anything. He cuts the tongue clean. Charger comes in. Nope.
Reload, Smoker.
It's not even gonna yield any
my
damage. No. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
They roll it at the end. But yeah, they're gonna win. They're gonna win.
They are. They are.
Wait, what?
They
30?
are.
30? 40 maybe?
Woo. Nancy,
30 exactly.
you walk away from
Wow. That's a heartbreaker for Resilience. It was like they spent so much time just sacking booms because they're like, oh, we're gonna get the quad. We're against 3 survivors. One will die. One of the SIs will die, but the other 3 SIs will land. But Akatsuki is really good at winning their 1v1s. The jockey's going to get M2'd. They're not going to be looking the wrong way and let you creep that jockey up. Sure, an SMG might get pounced, but the charge going to get sidestepped, especially in these open areas. And when you spend all this time stacking your booms, trying to get the hit you want, it means that you don't get to just hit. And ultimately, quality over quantity did not work for Resilience there in the tail end of that round. And even the quality of the hits was lacking. They just got kind of flustered and just started sending, and it wasn't the strategy that worked out. Still, they got to keep it so close. Akatsuki is definitely a team to be reckoned with. So it is paramount that Resilience does not get too far in their head. They need to make Chapter 2 go smoothly And yeah, this wasn't a win for them for Chapter 1, but they kept it very close.
Definitely, and also for those that know, Akatsuki recently came in second place, falling just shy against the Titans Hokori, and it was a very close match as well. Nah, that was an honor to be able to watch that one and enjoy it from the comfort of the chair as you took that one for us. But look what just happened, Nah. They gave up the back spawn, and once again, 3 times in one day, the SIs are not going to make a play on it.
Yeah, they don't want it. They don't want it. Yeah, we got, for example, Akatsuki also beating No Lock, which is a team that beat You Mama Boom. One of those top Chinese teams alongside Vagabond. So we'll see. We'll see. Definitely a moment for Akatsuki to start making a name for themselves, but even more so for the Resilience. I mean, these names have not been on people's radars, and there they go, sending the hit. Not finding a ton of success to Boom on the end, but it was definitely a threatening hit. Resilience continues to impress me, and we'll see what Chapter 2 has in store.
Good for a take, not too shabby coming out. Considering there wasn't a spitter, as Montex quickly joined the infected team there. That was weird. But alright, they're out in the open. Not a bad spawn rotation either. They don't have a jockey instead of the, a smoker instead of the hunter. And they're going to go quickly. Jockey leads the target. Here comes this pull. Oh, the charger came up a little short, but they get him to swim in the spit for a ding on the jock, but he's out quickly. And actually, they don't take as much as I thought that was going to be. So 2-hit average, less than 2.5. Pretty good so far for Akatsuki.
Yeah, but in our last game, we saw teams take an average of 0.5% over 2 hits. 99% left after 2 hits, and they still got absolutely chunked in the second half of this chapter. So Akatsuki has done the easy part, as they deal with this hit as well. Which, by the way, you might have noticed they took a pretty interesting area for this hit, and it worked out perfectly for them.
Yeah, this is a little bit interesting place to take it. I mean, you would think. I guess it's kind of far enough away where they can't rocket on you, but it's guaranteed boom on the other side of the fence. But they still take it pretty good. Almost no damage at all. The door is already open, but they're pushing with a spitter up. They don't have a charger to worry about. Remember the last match we covered on when they did this, they took a lot of damage. They're getting common locked here a little bit, but doesn't look like the special infected are going to go.
It's a big hit for the SIs. There is no charge, but you got the 3-1 with a spit. Still got potential for a double spit situation. Maybe a smoke hunt with the jockey somewhere else. We are just waiting though. Of course, tank is here. Hit on the run back. Smoke pull, no good. Spit is very far, very aggressive, and it leads to nothing. They're able to just hop around, and no hunt spit either. Probably would have preferred that, but it is what it is. Dreams goes ahead and sets up on top with the second tank in the hands of Resilience.
And he has a lot of work to do. All the survivors look pretty healthy right now. Still having over 90%. That's still a lot. Look at that. 90, 95, 91, 87. Everybody's going to be 4 punches. At least there's nobody 5. That's the only benefit. As the Boomer lands 1, he's going to sack off, wait for the rest of his support. And it looks like some people want to run back. No, they're just spreading out to clear comments. Okay. As the tank goes to the other side to get better vision, and they already found him. They don't want to let him look without a penalty, but he's still first pass though. I mean, he has his tri-cap here and all, but I think it's too risky to go for another rock unless you're content with a 2 cap and a boom gun. Wow, he really takes a scenic route.
This is interesting. Usually we see teams running along the edge of the upper floor on the building. He's just going to run it straight in. He's down 1K, but it's not the end of the world. Well, now it's starting to be the end of the world. Early smoke doesn't work out. Charge does find Coach. Little E-Rock. No, not even going to do that. Just going to keep him in the corner. Not even that. Can't keep him in the corner. Smoke pull to nothing, and Dreams is falling apart. This is more like broken Dreams If anything, 183 HP left, and he will find a rock. Okay, props to him for that. That should be it for Akatsuki. Almost a disaster if they ate another one of those, but you know, at the end of the day, 82.2% left. Triple boom, sure, but they've really neutralized a major threat here. Still got some scary choke points ahead, but no longer the threat of the tank looming over their head.
That is true. Look at that, 81.0. They find an extra set of pills so they can double up. Bird gets extra pills. Back up to 100 HP with some temporary using with the permanent. But yeah, that tank was amazing for the survivors because they haven't taken any damage from it really. Even the tank misplayed. Its first punch was iframes. It was just a tad bit early. So it was 3 hits, but only 2 counted.
Right.
And that hurts right now on a map like this. And Akatsuki is looking to take a commanding lead unless they can find some damage on these close twists and turns on the end of this map.
We'll see if they can do it. Big hit up ahead. Of course, this is really a paramount hit. Resilience cannot let this hit fall through their fingertips because it's not only a really dangerous hit, but also they have the exact SIs that they want. Hunter, Jockey, Charger with the spit. Hunter down below, Jockey above. Both of them giving audio cues. They're up here on this gangplank. All of the Akatsuki is always a scary place to be. Because, I mean, a bowling charge or something on this gangplank is possible, but also just a Jockey carrying them around the side, and it's just really awkward to get in. Charge is going to lead. That is not how you want to execute on that hit, and it's really going to dissolve a lot of the pressure of the hit. Jockey failing. He's 30 HP. He's dead. Now we've just got a Hunter and a Spitter. They're not even going to need to open the door. They can just win the 1v1 or just clear it out. Okay, they will go ahead and open it. They'll eat some spit as well, actually. Some spit onto 2 players. But at the end of the day, 80% of the bonus remains.
That is huge. 80% of the bonus is only 30% of the map to navigate. And spawns are still coming up in the cycle. Death Order was kind of out of whack, so they're not going to have a spit. We have a tri-cap, though. With all the separation possible with this big charge, just walks it in and gets the 2 damage stumbles. Joker misses his pull. Jockey gets M2'd and killed. Boomer gets popped. After landing on 1, they lose less than a percentage, and back on the run they go. And I think they're only going to take 1 more set of spawns and walk in with this humongous bonus. They're going to go over 2K after 2 for sure. After a very rocky first chapter with only 3 survivors making safe.
There will be a spit. In fact, it's a pretty insane hit. Hunter, Jockey, Charger, spit. They're trying to set it really quick. Look at the Hunter setup here. I thought they might just want to hold because I do think that they're really only going to get 1 hit left unless this hit is just insane and maybe gets like an ink cap. Okay, this is where they want to send it. Obviously, that Charger does have a breakable wall that he plans on breaking through in order to charge. Hunter is giving audio cues, which is kind of scary. I mean, you got these 2 shotguns there. They just 2v1 them. They win that, and they shut down the charge, and the Jockey's straight down the back line. It is. Don't get me wrong, Akatsuki performing well, but it does feel like Resilience is not playing at their peak for sure. It feels like they've been caught way out of their element and are making some basic mistakes from time to time.
Yeah, I would agree, and they played pretty well the last couple of weeks too. They were surprising. They were surprising to us. They were starting to move up the ranks here and showing some impressive movements.
Yeah.
But yielding 640 points to the Penguins, Akatsuki, One Piece, Pahala. I mean, that's rough now. 21-26. A lot of points.
That's a ton of. I mean, that chapter alone being as many points as it was, 1040 bonus. Getting almost, I mean, seriously, even if you, no matter how you slice it, whether you say the number, you give the percentage, you give the overall, you give the chapter, I mean, almost 80% of that bonus. In chapter 2, there are those major choke points where it feels like losing bonus is almost a guarantee. And, I mean, they just did not take damage. Resilience now has a chance to clap back. And not just a chance to clap back, basically a requirement. To clap back at this point. They cannot get tank wiped here after Akatsuki got 1,000 bonus. It's just not going to work. So Stakes are high here for Resilience.
In the open they go. Interesting attack on the Boomer though, and the survivors don't choose to push up. They're just staying out here clearing. I mean, it's not bad that clear, but I thought I would see them be a little bit more aggressive. They just went with 3. Charger will land a double. The other 2 cappers were nowhere near to cover that. And they just full pound spit. Rotation came up, and Resilience taking big damage from kind of, I don't know what to call that now. Was that 5 special infected because it went in so quick just for a sack? I think they still got a hit.
It was, yeah, the Smoker had that behind spawn. He actually went into the tunnel and spawned behind. It was a little bit later than when it wasn't like spawning in the safe room, but it was an interesting behind spawn. It was unfortunate that it didn't work, but even without it working, the damage definitely got through. Charge. Gonna get laser down. Hunter will land for just a moment. No spit to follow up with it. Jockey being dealt with quite quickly. Still, damage coming out being worth around 6% per hit. It is not quite meeting the standards so far, because if they lose 10% more, they're already losing this chapter.
And that's crazy.
That is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. The Horde's over already, so they're not going to get hit again. Completely cleaned up. I thought that stopped a little premature. But either way, there's no commons. Oh, they didn't trigger the event yet. Wow, I got baited so hard there. I don't know if you noticed that now, but I thought they triggered it already. And here they go with spawns. There's so many commons. And all of the SI don't find anything, but the pound spit is successful. Wow, so many zombies appeared on Ellis all of a sudden, and that's where all the damage came from.
Yeah, well, what happened to Ellis there? Like, he was on top of that, the barrel, and I wanted to compliment him for that, because I think that that's something that a lot of SMG players can do. Is you know, if you're playing, there's like a small thing that you can jump up on in your vicinity, and you can like try to bail out of a hunt spit. It's a great option, but when he got up from the hunter, he was back on the ground, back in the spit. And obviously the floor is lava when you got the hunt spit, so it was really unfortunate that he had the right idea, and then the, you know, Left 4 Dead 2 2'd him.
Reloading.
But you know, it is what it is. Smoker, Jockey, Spit, Boom. It is the Poo 2. Awaiting Resilience. How much damage can Akatsuki find with this subpar hit? Well, we don't know, but tank coming in the hands of Demon. How are they going to make it work?
I don't know, but the separation is huge. They have a lot of trust. There they go. Oh, the stumble! Oh, what a clear from Rochelle. There's nothing more the Smoker could have done there, no. That was perfectly executed, but just great reaction time and paying attention to the details coming out there by DRMC, getting the clear on his team, because that 2-cap would have probably led up to a wipe right away. That tank was almost in already.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Akatsuki
and
showing impressive coordination with her SI compared to Resilience now.
Definitely. Resilience is 3 points away from losing the chapter by bonus, and the tank has not even come in yet. You could see the SI play was just, it was, I mean, don't get me wrong, Akatsuki did an amazing job. They had that creative defense against one of the hits, bringing it back to the parking lot area. They played it well, but Resilience was just caught out lacking, and now they're reaping what they sowed here as Demon brings it in. This is all you, MK.
All right, Tank's walking around the corner. He's really taking no chip at all, but they are really holding S. Oh, he stops for a second, peeks, and he might be, nope, okay, he's in off the top of the lamppost, hits the ground. Survivors are still running backwards. A Charger comes in, he gets a double charge, and it's gonna be a rolling strikeout into a wipe. The in-cap comes out, and that is amazing. And that is unfortunate for Resilience. We're gonna go down about 1,500, just shy after 2. What a hit.
What, I mean, hey, what can you say? They walked into a multi-charge with all the spawns up. They're all in a corner. They're getting stumbled. They're getting multi-charged. They're just They're easy pickings for Akatsuki there. They didn't have to do that, right? You could walk it forward. You could also walk it back into the safe room. Probably not what they wanted to do either. But you don't have to take the tank there, and just it looked it looked troubled from the beginning. With them all grouped up in a tight clump like they were walking back first into a charger. It's just it's not how you want to start off the engagement, and it does lead to another worrying. It's back to back. You know, both games presenting us with some pretty worrying situations early on. I mean, how much is this? 1,500 point advantage after 2 chapters for Akatsuki. Resilience gonna have to claw their way back in, and they're met with a 63% tank.
Yeah, and actually, just so we could do a little reference as far as what the records are of the two teams playing in the game right now.
Yeah.
Resilience is 2-0 or 2-1, and Akatsuki is 1-2.
Wow.
So Akatsuki losing here would be probably the end. But Resilience will still have a chance, even if they fall here, to make it up. As it looks like they have lost. All right, but let's still do a. There is damage going out onto Rochelle right now. Rochelle lost 4 health. It's still 4 health. It's not a lot, but still, damage is damage.
4.
Yeah.
Scratch.
And there's quite a few commons, because this is an event they triggered, so commons have caught up because of the delay of the crash.
Right.
And here they go. Jockey lands. Charger lands.
Wow.
Spitter lands. Oh, Jockey's in the spit. Oh, slow get up for Nick too, and that's great value of that opening hit. Look at that, almost 20%. 18.5 to be exact.
Man. That's huge. Nora running out around like a headless chicken with the jockey on him. It gets cleared, and he just runs right into the death spit. Backs right into it, takes a bunch more standing spit damage, and it does amount to almost 20% on the first hit. Resilience, maybe they could have hoped for more, but they couldn't have really asked for more. We do have a 2-2 here, though, with the boom. Usually we do see teams pretty aggressively trying to sack it. I would say way earlier than that would be my assessment, like way earlier than that. It is an option to do it, but I think here if Akatsuki can just hold forward, they can still beat the clock. But, I mean, you got the Hunter, you got the Charge, you got the Spit. If Resilience just sends it, it could still be a bloodbath here.
Oh! Oh!
No.
Oh, he missed.
Oh.
He had the right idea, but he didn't execute. It's unfortunate. I like the effort. Unfortunately, they went big. It just didn't amount to anything. They sacrificed damage at a choke point.
Reloading.
They still get a pill popped, but they find an extra set to keep them going. So, unfortunately for Resilience, not much after that hit of the button so far.
I got it.
Good shooting, Tex.
Yeah, hit was not very inspired to me. The charge coming through that area was kind of a question mark for me, even if it, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I kind of would have preferred to just double team that guy who dropped down. You know, the other people in the van are slow. You get a guy in the spit. I don't know. It is what it is. Smoker, Jockey, Hunter, and a spit are ready to go here for Resilience. Going to try to catch Akatsuki here. Obviously, this is... Okay, hit comes in. Smoke pool. Hunter will eventually land with a Hunt spit. Jockey can try. Okay, we'll get into the way. And that is the end of that hit. But once again, I mean, that being a Hunt spit, that's a surprising amount of damage. What's up with the tank brought in now?
They spawned it way too early. He's going to have a bunch of commons. He's going to be able to go in with full support. If they don't have a boomer, if they have all tri-caps, he should run it in right away. Look at all these commons, Nah.
Okay, we definitely talked about it. We said they need, you know, that what we did talk about was that big point flips can definitely happen. This is one instance of it possibly happening, and Boom finds one. We still got the commons, but they're starting to dissipate here. Jace has not struck yet. So might be, you know, a case of not striking while the iron is high here, as we do have Dreams. He's going to be able to spawn in, sure, but the commons are done. Smoker, Hunter, Charger. As Jace pops it in. Okay, Charge will bring him right to him with the smoke ball on the side. Oh my god, the skeet is just what the doctor ordered for Akatsuki. Otherwise, that would have been a tricky situation for them. Jays is now cornered inside the Red Flight Bar and Cafe, a room you actually don't really see that much on this chapter. He's even going to climb all the way back up to the top. How many people even knew that that climb up exists? I bet a lot of people watching this stream right now did not even know that that's there. But he does get back up top, 2800 HP, Charger, Boomer, and a Jockey as he drops back in. Not going to wait for anything here. Boom, finds two. Charger finds the wall. E-Rock from Jays. Going to continue to finish off Demon, but down goes Jays.
I guess those ATMs aren't alarmed because they definitely hit him.
Right.
I didn't realize it either. That's a good thing to note over there that you don't have to worry about that. But Tank is dealt with. Bonus still remains at 44.9%.
Reloading.
And the question is, what would have happened if he commit right away with those about dozen and a half commons as they get the pound spit? They're going to try to pull him back into it. Charger comes in too. One punch, two punch. Oh, he misses. He gets killed off at the end.
The wab but coming out of Jays, and I can't really blame him either. That's probably what I would be doing if I missed that Charger. Definitely a heartbreaker because look at Akatsuki. Their health isn't great, but it'll definitely do. They've only got about 10% of the chapter left. They got a set of pills, and most importantly, all players are fast here. We got the ATM to play around. We got a boom spot potentially on the ATM. And I don't know. I'm not sure why teams are not going for that. But regardless, Boom does miss. Okay, maybe that's one good reason. Some standing spit. But the hit was basically already dead by that point. We got 533 bonus still in the hands of Akatsuki. They're struggling to get over this pile of...
Poor Rochelle. I think you're lagging
another 1200 pointer chapter. Aisha really gonna blow it for the team here. I mean, what is she doing?
Quad try? Yeah, they do.
Yes.
Quad try at safe room. 482 or nothing. It's going to be difficult. There goes the smoker. It lands. The hunter takes the full guy. The charger misses. Jockey misses. And pretty much no damage. And Akatsuki is going to make it into the safe room with 456 bonus. Bring up 3 chapters for 3282. That is big. And remember, no, they only had 3 survivors make it chapter 1 and still put up 3K.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
3.2 as well. Almost 3.3.
And it's not just that, MK. The player was dead right outside the safe room. That player died standing outside of the safe room, and all 3 players were able to get all the way through. It's like a 400 distance chapter. It's not, a short and simple 300. They are really doing unspeakable things to Resilience right now. We've got one more ready up to go, and hopefully Resilience are not down and out. Their SI play has been lacking, but Survivor has been good enough to keep it relatively, at least looking pretty competitive on the Survivor side. So we'll see if they can stick through here in Chapter 3. My only concern is I mean, this isn't an uncommon campaign by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't know how much practice this team has on it. It's been looking like Akatsuki has kind of been one step ahead a lot of this match.
Yeah, and one step ahead except for the first chapter. That was about the only one that didn't go their way.
Yeah.
Tank got AI'd, that they killed somebody. It was very entertaining, but now they bounce back with furious fashion. And now it's going to be Resilience time to go. They're going to go everything right away. This is what we were talking about now. They get the charge spit, death spit too.
Wow.
They get 9% out of the gate, and not only that, there was delay, but DRMZ takes off, so they should be able to take this. As long as he doesn't get common stopped, and he is.
Yeah, that would be nice, right?
He got common lock.
Not only do they get the hit, but they get to put on pressure here too. He got common lock. He got slowed down. He might be able to press the button here, but they're not going to get off with it for free. Awkward little boom, awkward little charge, awkward little hunt.
Oh.
So that hit is going to be useless. And in fact, I think they've got a boom back in the rotation as well. So that went just about as bad as Akatsuki could have possibly hoped for. But hey, what about that first hit though?
Yeah, the first hit was amazing. The follow-up wasn't that great. The boomer led, so it's going to leave him 2-2. It's not going to be a good 2. It's going to be the poo 2. So it's smelling pretty bad for the next hit.
Ooh.
Let's see what they choose to do if they deodorize the room a bit by getting rid of some of the filth that they have, because this is not good. You don't want those kind of spawns coming up at a choke point like this, but they got to make it work. If they sack now, they don't get it. How much damage can they get out of this choke point with Survivor sitting at just the perfect score, 90.9, just enough to be under the pills.
Okay, Resilience approaches. Boom in the back. Finds one. Jockey, Smoker, and a Spitter. What's the plan here for Akatsuki? We got a Smoker up above still, trying to catch Jays. Yeah! Oh my god, the double. That's what they're gonna do with the Poo 2. Now it all makes sense. I was wondering, I was like, what are they gonna do with the Poo 2? That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna get a double cap with the jockey drop down, show them how to do that drop down proper style with the smoke pulled back from behind. What a moment. What a moment for Akatsuki. Just a little cherry on top.
Yeah, you got to make that transition clean, guys. It's not a clean transition down. Two people took off, didn't watch the back. They get pulled, they get jocked, no quick clears. Look at how healthy that jockey even is, too. It's too healthy to land. And two survivors left. It's a matter of time before they land. Can they go? They skeet the two out. One gets the jockey, one gets the hunter. Boomer sacks out. And we're probably going to see a sack into a quad. And they'll finish off these two guys momentarily. Actually, no, I wouldn't argue with them if they went outside right now. And just ran around in circles. But the doors are closing already, so it won't work.
Wait to get picked up somewhere. Hope for the best. Charge will go and come in. No, he won't. He'll just hang out. He's just gonna actually just stand there. He's just gonna hang out here, and yeah, just gonna keep them comfortable. Keep them on notice. There he goes. How about that? Oh. Here's the end of the round.
They'll wipe out. Down about, geez, a little bit more than 2,200 points. No, wait, 2,300 points. Two maps left to go, and they need something crazy to call finale now, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Yeah. Man. I don't know. It does make sense, right? This is one of those campaigns where things can blow up right in front of your eyes, but this didn't feel like that to me. This kind of felt like a slow burn here out of Akatsuki, just continuing to pile on the damage. Sure, Chapter 1 didn't really go according to plan for Akatsuki, but the fact that they were able to find as much as they did with as little as they had, it was honestly kind of like, it was kind of an L for Resilience anyways. So they were already getting in their heads in Chapter 1, and it definitely didn't do any better getting them out of their heads in Chapters 2 and 3. As we go to Chapter 4, we will have some breathing room here through the early sequence. Tank at 68%, and a 2-2 Hunter Spitter to start us off for the first hit. So kind of just, just kind of some boring stuff happening. We'll see if Resilience can make anything happen with it. Nice little, at least shut down. Jockey will get shut down as well. Rose got around with spit. A little bit of steady spit is all that Resilience will get.
That's a pretty clean take, considering a little bit of spit damage comes out. 9 total damage altogether.
Hey, I'm reloading.
And they are on the prowl. They should be able to get out into the open. I don't know about before spawns will come up, but due to where the spitter died, I don't think they're going to have what they want. Well, maybe not. They got to land a quad, so they got to kill it before tank, as the hiccups have found me late in this game. Hunter ready to go, but unfortunately none of his cappers can really do much from this scenario, or this position.
Ooh, look at Coach.
Yeah, this is not going to work.
I like that. I like that setup from Coach. He shuts it all down right there. They all just kind of get magnetized over to him for some reason. And look at that, 97% after 2 hits. I went and checked the scores. I think that actually these teams are both at 2-1 actually. So I think either way, both teams have, oh, and correct me if I'm wrong there, but I think that both teams do have a way to fight back in. But one thing is for sure, Akatsuki is going to be feeling very, very energized after this week of Swiss. Let's see if they can finish it off in style here. Not quite done yet. 2-2, Charger Hunter with the spin boom charge. Just going to be getting the smack. Again, able to sidestep these chargers. Akatsuki, great movement all around tonight from them.
Not only that and all, but the skeet on the Hunter by Nora. Nice. I mean, beautifully done. I always talk about this all the time. There's a lot of teams out there that are very good at clearing. Very, very good. Like almost in a fraction of a second. And then there's the teams that don't let the things land. And this is an example of what you're seeing, because let's say if Akatsuki cleared very quickly, they'd still be down to about 85%. But the reason they're at 94 is because things just aren't landing, and that's a good example. Well, it lands there, and the Charger lands there, and the Smoker lands there, and the Jockey lands there, but just not at the same time. So I take it all back, and they go right down to 85%
Toma!
with a Toma coming out there.
Can you blame him for the Toma?
Caster curse.
My goodness.
I had to say
that
something.
That was definitely a caster curse.
What timing on that?
Okay.
How about it?
I love this tank. This tank is a really interesting one. We saw the diner tank earlier today. We're gonna have this kind of like library-ish tank tonight. I'm excited to see it. We got some chat going on about a player, I believe, but you know, they're keeping their heads up here with the XDs, still enjoying themselves as they continue on with the match. 2-2, Hunter Charger again here for Resilience. See if they can make it work. Nick hanging out in Kittyland for a bit. No, actually was wrong. It's gonna be the Costello's tank, which it does reduce my excitement quite a bit, but does still have the potential to offer. Oh my goodness!
They're gonna take him inside.
Oh.
I mean, he has to crawl, you know?
Oh man! I take it back. This should be an interesting thing.
The only thing they gotta worry about is that what comes through the backside. And they gotta kill this boomer. I was gonna say, they need to get a Charger, they need to get a Jockey, and a Hunter.
Well, that's exactly what they do, is they kill off the boom smoke.
Oh, look at the little window there on this. I wonder if he can punch through that. Think he can hit them through that? Oh, look at this!
Look at the jog! And they're in! Gonna be hitting Bird, keeping him in the corner. One and down he goes. Asla, first incap with 5k left. Are they gonna get some kind of upset situation here? It's certainly somewhat mathematically possible to climb up out of Asla, Jockey, Hunter, and a Charger, as he is going to throw an E-Rock in. Look at the charge! Get a smackdown before he goes down in the meantime. What is going on? Another E-Rock attempted as La. I feel like oh my goodness, he's gonna go give Vert a smack. Now he's getting chased down with the arm rock, and he's missing. Wait, they're leaving. Dreams goes spec. Okay, they're not leaving. He is gonna climb up though as La. Oh no. I feel like this did not go well for Resilience at all. Akatsuki manages to pick up Vert. They said no, let's back in. Let's back in the vents, because now as Love, the tank only has 1400 HP left. So, okay, really?
What? Did you see that?
Yeah. And now he's gonna be given another chance. Okay.
I don't know what Coach was doing. He almost in-capped himself.
I thought he was gonna in-cap himself. I did. I said, why did he jump off? But regardless, yeah, they're not upset about the Hunter, or they're not happy with the Hunter. With all this situation, just didn't play out according to plan. And Akatsuki, 855 bonus left, finishing off this match with an exclamation point.
Yeah, I think the Hunter should have grinded out that Survivor now. You know? When they had
I would have liked that.
All
For
the
sure.
tank had to do was stand by the vent while that hunter landed, and they couldn't do nothing about it.
Yep.
But nonetheless, we're gonna continue on with all their survivors. I was about to say 3 if he actually did die, but he didn't. But 740 points, and I do believe that is gonna be 4K. I do believe the 5K dream is over at this rate. Akatsuki, they'll get about 4.7. They take no more damage with the last hit. Here comes Charger. They'll find some damage from this quad. They're not going to get the wipe. They'll knock it down to 661. And the smoker gets killed off at the end. And that is an impressive chapter score. That'll be 4.6 coming out from Akatsuki. Let's see what the final tally will be. 4,642. Impressive showing. Consider map 1 again. Only had 3.
Yeah, we keep going back to that for good reason.
Is it 5K if they live? What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, definitely. I feel like definitely. But regardless, let's see what Resilience can do. Again, I feel like Survivor side has been more well suited to them, but still struggling to get over 1,000 points here after 3 chapters. Survivor side has definitely not been kind to them either. See what they can do. Boom. -2. Jockey on the couch. I love it. Drags him down into the spit. Does spit on the couch as well. Just barely missing Dreams. They will eventually be able to run forward, but they do take 5-6% there on the first hit.
Yep, now on the move. Getting up about already 20% of the way through the map. Trying to get out in the open before they get hit in these close quarters. Boomer, Hunter, Smoker, Charger. There is no spit. They're going to go quick. Hunter is ready to go. Charger missed his spawn. Comes in at the end, lands. He does die third. I think the Boomer stuck in second with a quick pull. I think we're going to have a 2-2 without the Charger and the Smoker. I don't know how close that was, nah. But they're both at 11 seconds. They're like synchronized perfectly on the spawn time. Look at that. It's perfectly in sync.
Yeah. Wow, that is, yeah. Okay, let's see it. Hunter, Jockey, Spitter, and a Boomer are going to be the 2-2 as they immediately spawn in down below. Jockey breaks down the pawn shop room. A little enticing option for them. Hunter ricochets through but gets speared up. Jockey as well. And Resilience will be able to pass through the pawn shop that Akatsuki so kindly opened for them.
Yeah, and I do believe they're going to get to this. Actually, I don't know if they're going to be able to make the drop before the spawns are up. No, I don't think they're going to be able to. They'll be able to have to take a hit. See, the Charger might go quick here. And he does. He pre-spawns, slows him down a little bit. Smoker tries to get him a pull. The Charger comes in. He lands, too. The Boomer's in there. Are they going to pop him on him? No, they don't. But that's big damage coming in, knocking him down to 80% even. 1, 2, 3, 2 remains. And now it's going to be taking a couple of hits with this event board before they start the final tank of the game. And man, they need all this bonus if they want a sliver of hope. I don't even know what they would have if they walk in with the bonus now. About 2,600? Yeah, it's not even close.
Love the attempt out of Akatsuki. Ultimately, only looks like the Jockey is going to land, and only for a moment there. It was a really nice attempt from Akatsuki. It's looking dangerous, but Resilience does manage to shut it down. And hey, at least they're getting some damage in here, but I really want to see what the approach to the tank is going to be. If they, you know, if they're going to hole up an event like that, or what's their plan here?
I don't know, but I put the camera on the shelf. Let's see what they do from here. Oh, what a ski coming out there. The pre-spit's not going to work out, but nice skeet from Dreams. Nice shutdown. Still take a bit of damage, though. Actually, it took quite a bit of damage, believe it or not. I can't believe that.
Reloading.
Pop early pills. Dream's not going to do so. He wants to hold on until the tank. Looks like at least one more now before they go in.
It's a pretty good one. 3-1 with Spit, Hunter, Jockey, Smoker. taking the time, checking out Kittyland as always. Ready to break down the door for this hit. Yeah, trying to find Coach. They do eventually find him. Have plenty of vision. Wait,
What?
What was that all about?
Jockey's still not clear. Oh, he lands the rock.
Dude.
No.
Okay, man.
Oh, that was a rolling tri-cap that came in. Oh my gosh, how did that rock not land? Another rock. Oh my goodness, the XDs are flying out from the survivors. I try to get my camera in a good position and I can't. I'm flying into the walls everywhere. But here they go. Boomer finds through the charger. Can they get the pull out? The charger lands. And look, here comes the tank. He's walking in. And Coach is backing up. Can he get the punch?
No way.
Oh, nope, they get out. And he's down 2K. Jump punch gets onto Ellis and switches over to Nick, gets the in-cap. Punch onto Ellis. Oh, Ellis is out of his reach. Okay, he gets a punch there. Another punch. Oh, what? He's up top now. Okay. I hope they survive this, actually. I want to see what happens. Oh, he skates the Hunter. The rock misses. And this tank should be killed off. And so is Jazz, though, unfortunately. And I don't know how they're going to save him. Can they go over and get him from the other side? I don't know if they can. Oh, okay, they'll survive a little longer. But no, I don't know if they can get him, but I would love to see them get him, though.
Do it.
How, though? I don't know if they can get there.
Bleeding out as well. Yeah, they're going to try to get over there. Bit's not going to work. Code does get to keep going, but at what cost? As Rogue is left and spin with the charge, and okay, gonna try to save Ellis, but Ro is dead. GG's coming out, of course. And there's a smoke pull, ending his dreams and our dreams short.
Yeah, that will be Akatsuki getting the victory over Resilience. 46-42 to 14-12. GG now. GG's.